This podcast is brought to you by Channel 23 Productions.
Channel 23.
From the Palm Springs to Washington, he smokes weed and talks a lot of shit. If you know him, you love him. Kevin Porter, baby, give it to him. His podcast that no one listens to. His podcast that no one listens to. His podcast that no one listens to. His podcast that no one listens to.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the podcast that no one listens to. I'm your host, Kevin Porter, and no, this is not the fifth take of this fucking intro. No, dude, this is why I can't do live shit, dude. This is why I suck in a live setting. I don't know. I'm okay at stand-up. I can do okay at stand-up, but, like, if I'm doing, I don't know, dude. I second guess myself. I fuck up, and then I'm just like, I just, like, eat shit and die, dude. That's what happens every single time, dude. But nonetheless, though, we are a couple days late with this episode. Thank you guys for your patience. We got shit going on around the house, dude. I got stuff to do, ladies and gentlemen. So sometimes an episode's going to be, 3 days late on a fucking Sunday afternoon at 3:15 in the afternoon. I said afternoon 3 times. I hate, like, repeating words. I wish I was, I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty good at, like, I don't know, like when you're doing a bit or something and you're, like, using the same word a bunch of different times within the same fucking bit. It's just like, dude, you can't do that, dude. So that's something I learned a long time ago. A dichotomy of words. I don't know, dude. I don't ever claim to be smart, dude. I'm not good with fucking words. Let's just say, like, I have a dictionary full of fucking words, okay? And I know the meanings of some. I had the average American education, so a little bit of preschool, some elementary school, actually all of elementary school, all of middle school. I was like, yeah, I only pick and choose what I use from what I learned in the, third grade, which is like, I guess you're just learning writing, reading, and math. I mean, those are like the main things. I mean, like, I can't tell you one single fucking thing that I remember from science or anything like that. I mean, do any of you remember that? Like, I don't. I mean, I remember elementary school, and I do remember, like, certain things, I remember, like, teachers, like, reading to us. I think that's why I enjoy, like, whenever I am reading a book, if I can get the audiobook and just, like, listen to the audiobook while I'm reading the book, it just makes me feel like I'm in school again. I don't know, there's some, like, comforting thing about that. I don't know, dude. I totally suggest it. It's really fun, dude. Spotify, dude, has shit tons of books, dude. So if you're reading a book, dude, chances are you could just get it on there. If you have a subscription, though, dude. I think I have way too many subscriptions these days, dude. I think I need to, like, sit down and be like, what am I actually watching? What am I listening to? It's like half the time I'm on fucking YouTube, dude. And I'm getting sick and tired of being on YouTube all the time. And I'm getting sick and tired of, like, just being on my fucking phone, dude. I mean, I've been gone for, like, this podcast was gone for just about 4 years. And definitely, I've always strived to, like, just stay the fuck off that thing, dude. It's like, I was like, dude, this close to getting a flip phone the last time I signed another contract with a cell phone company. I was this close to just being like, fuck it, dude. Let's go to Straight Talk, dude. Get that prepaid fucking account. Get that flip phone, dude. Let's go. I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know, dude. It's just like, it just sucks, like, being on your fucking phone all the time. I just feel like, I don't know, dude. I watched this thing on Twitter the other day. And it was really cool, dude. It was talking about, like, a micro generation of, like, the year 1976 to, like, 1985, which I was born literally within the last month of 1985. So I guess you could throw me in there, but it was a what the fuck is it? Like, Xeno? Like, because millennial is taking Gen X and, like, millennials and putting it together. It was like Xenolites. Dude, I don't fucking know, dude. I really don't fucking know. I'm not going to say here again, dude. My fucking short-term memory is, like, dog shit, dude. It's probably because of the weed, dude. Like, let's just be fucking honest, dude. It's just like, as I've aged, it's just like, it feels like it's just gotten worse. And it's not necessarily, like, worse. I remember, all major things and stuff, but it's like, just like that. It's like, I watched the video, I listened to them talk about it for like 10 fucking minutes, and I can't, it's like, it's fucking, hey, dude, I can't remember it. It's fucking stupid, so. Yeah, but it was talking about, like, how this micro generation, like, learned how, I guess, the word they used was, like, analog or some shit. Like, we learned analog technology, like, old school phones, like, corded phone. You remember those back in the day, dude? Like, your friend calls and like you have like, 4 or 5 phones in the house. Everybody's got one in their room. It's like, Mom, I got it in the bedroom. It's like, then they hang up and then you're like making sure they hang up. Cause like sometimes like you could always tell when somebody was listening on the other line within the house. But shit like that, and then it just like we'd have the shitty, like, cordless phones, that would always like, I don't know. We had a bunch of those. I feel like over the years, I remember at least one, it was like an AT&T one. And like, it never fucking worked. Like none of that shit ever fucking worked. I remember we got a super long cord though for it. Shit like that. But, so they're talking about, living through that. And then, as we became adults within like the early 2000s or whatever, we were able to just conform to technology. It's just like the internet, computers. It was not like, we weren't like fucking boomers, like those motherfucking dude. And, I say my mom's in that, my dad's in that. Boomers are the fucking worst, dude. I'm sorry, dude. Like, I can't fucking take that back. I said it publicly. It's there to stay. Boomers are the fucking worst, dude. They like, I just don't, I mean, there are certain boomers out there that know technology. Like, I will say, I have a family member I know that is straight up a boomer, but dude, that dude knows everything about the internet, which is like, makes sense. Cause like, I feel like if I was a boomer, I would have like been like, okay, what's this? Oh shit, a microwave. I guess that's cutting technology, even though I don't own a microwave, and I suggest not owning a microwave. That shit's fucking bad for you, dude. You can't just like, if it takes me 20 minutes to put a fucking burrito in the oven for that thing to cook all the way through, and that thing in a microwave takes like 1 minute, dude, that makes no fucking sense, dude. And I stand against that technology, dude. But what I'm saying though, is like, you had Atari, computer games that were, around in the 70s and definitely going in the 80s and stuff. And like, basically, at least my family, their boomer generation was coming of age, I guess in the 70s, that's when they were in their 20s. And then they were in their 30s in the 80s and whatnot. But, and again, like, I just went through my 30s, dude. I just went through my 20s. So it's like, okay, I understand, like, if you're in it and you're like, figuring shit out in life and stuff, like, oh, what's this VHS tape? Oh, beta, what's better, beta or fucking VHS? And it's like, duh, VHS. But then I even asked my uncle, though, that I was hanging out with him last summer, and I was like, dude, why didn't you ever get into laser discs, dude? And he's like, dude, I don't know. He just thought it was like more of a fad, I guess, which I'm like, dude, it was in production from like 1980 to like 1999. So like, I mean, it was more expensive, obviously, but then again, like, as a kid, I don't even remember. I mean, I really don't remember. Maybe at like Crazy Mike's or something. Like maybe they had a Laserdisc, like, selection section or some shit. Like, I don't know. I definitely just wasn't paying attention, for it at the time because I never had that technology. So it was like, unless it was a Sega Genesis video game or a CD or a cassette or a VHS tape, I wasn't paying attention, dude. So I don't know. This our generations like adapted all this shit, and because like now, like the generations after us, like they've had the internet their entire fucking lives. So it's like, to me, it's like, I don't know. I guess we've had both worlds. So for me, I guess they did say specifically like people like within this generation are a lot more nostalgic in the sense of like what it used to be like, which I guess every generation is kind of like, oh, it used to be like this. It was always better when I was a kid, or blah blah blah. And again, like rose-colored glasses, what the fuck ever, dude. Like, it just is what it is. Like, this is just how we live life, dude. We just get up every single day and like, again, like we adapt with the technology that's around. It's like, dude, do I like having a supercomputer in my pocket that I can like look up anything? Maybe that's why I have shitty short-term memory, like just because all the information's there, you're not like really forced to like memorize it. Like back in the day, dude, like I had like all my friends' phone numbers memorized. So I know my memory hasn't been dog shit the entire time. And I do remember phone numbers. I do remember like shit like that. Anyways, we're getting off the fucking rails, dude. We're going off the fucking rails. Ultimately though, again, like my goal is just to stay off my fucking phone. And like, so today it's Sunday, usually going into a Sunday, into a Monday, you're kind of like, okay, recalibrate, like, where's my life? What am I doing? Am I doing this right? Am I not doing this right? And it's like, for the most part, dude, shit's going pretty well, knock on fucking wood. Lord willing, we stay on this path of, what we're going on and going through at this moment here, which is a damn good fucking time, dude. Kids are grown up. I know, again, it's been 4 years, dude. Catch up. Let's catch up. Dude, it would have been 9 years this year that we would have started the podcast, which I think we started it back in like fucking like April, May of like 2017. So it's crazy to think if we would have actually stuck with this, we'd be like, dude, I have like fucking 800 episodes, man. Like fucking whatever, dude. I don't know. It's always about just having fun. And I guess like when I talk about just things that we're going through and stuff, it's just like, again, let's just have some fucking fun while we're here. So Yeah, dude, we're making movies, like we've been making movies this last year. I think I talked about, because this is like the first solo episode we've had in a minute, dude. Like we had a pretty good run of episodes there, dude. You had Take Back, you had Bahia and Lily on the podcast, you had Brandon Huck on the podcast. Yeah, dude, more to come, dude. I'm always looking for guests, dude. So if you're just out there and you're in this area, dude, just hit me up, dude. I'll fucking go on Zoom, dude. I don't give a shit. We just want to talk to people, and like hang out. Maybe smoke a little bit of weed, drink a little bit of seltzer water, if you know what I mean. Seltzer water. I'm talking about seltzer water, okay? Dude, I had a couple beers last night. Yesterday was like Valentine's Day. So we went out, had a nice little dinner, had some steak, had some green beans, some fucking mashed potatoes. It was delicious. I had one drink. I had a fucking espresso martini, which for me is like switching it up. Because I don't really drink hard A or anything like that. Like, most of the time, dude, I'm just like, okay, give me a fucking IPA. Maybe if they have, like, a stout or a porter or something, I'll get that. But typically, that's what it is, dude. Because, like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I've just grew up with, like, microbrews. Like, I remember, like, 18, 19, even before then, like, maybe even 17. Buddies of mine would just be like, dude, these are fucking microbrews, dude. And it's like, dude, we'd like drink Grant's, which is a local pub that was around here, brew pub, I guess. I don't fucking know. Again, I fucking suck with words, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, dude, totally. So I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about. Drinking beers. Oh yeah, so yeah, I had one espresso martini, which like I had to drive. So it's like I definitely always say don't drink it dry, but it's like I know they're trying to fucking lower the blood alcohol level here in Washington State down to 0.05, and everybody's like, what the fuck, dude? It's like, dude, our state's in like such a total down fucking fall right now in terms of like the overspending that's going on. So like instead of like cutting spending, what they're doing is just taxing the shit out of everybody. Like cigarettes are going to be like $17 fucking here soon. They're lowering the DUI limit, which of course is just a cash grab because they want to get more fucking DUIs. So yeah, I definitely say in today's day and age, ladies and gentlemen, especially in the state of Washington, do not drink and drive. Like, do not, absolutely do not. But again, like I just had one drink, so, and we were there for like an hour and a half, so whatever, dude. But I came home because I had 2 beers. I bought 2 beers, bought 2 tall cans of Sierra Nevada Torpedo IPA, and then fucking Red Hook, I think was the other one. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like, yeah, it was a Red Hook brand. So I get home and I start drinking that Torpedo, dude. I'm just like, I don't know, I just didn't feel it, dude. I didn't really feel it. So I drank like, I don't know, like half the can. Smoked a bunch of weed and watched that Caught Stealing movie on with Austin Butler. That movie's pretty fucking cool. We didn't finish it, but it was pretty fucking fun. And then what did I do the rest of the night? I fucking scrolled my fucking phone on YouTube and Instagram, dude. Fucking it. I need to stop that shit. If there's anything that we get from this episode, dude, it's just that I gotta stop scrolling my phone 24/7. That's my brain rot right there, dude. So I don't know. I'll put together some good weeks and I'll have some bad weeks. It's like diet and exercise, dude. It's the same fucking thing, dude. So instead of like going for my phone, I have like a little Game Boy now, and I just get on there, dude, and I just play some old school video games, which we got a brand new episode of Video Game Rental Chaos probably coming up this week. I think that's what we're doing. We just did 2 episodes of Video Rental Chaos. We did Transformers, the movie, and we did Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. For Friday the 13th, obviously, that was just this past Friday. Had so much fun. I remember years ago, because like again, like with Video Rental Chaos, I get just like in my head and shit. I'm just like, bob. Let's write the next 5 years of episodes out, man. Like, cause I'm fucking bored, So it's just like I sat there a couple years ago and did that. And I remember looking at the year 2026. I was like, oh shit, dude, there's 2 Friday the 13th back to back, dude, because there's one this month in February and then there's one next month in March. So we got another. I just wrote the episode for that for that one here, which. I'll go ahead and spoil it, fucking dude. We're gonna do the original Friday the 13th next month, dude. So it's a fun movie, dude. I don't give a shit what people say. A lot of people say it's boring, it's too slow paced, but I like the murder mystery, dude. It's fun. That shit's it's a good time. It's a good fucking time. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, this week though, I'm thinking, let's just do another episode of Video Game Rental Chaos, which I won't spoil that because that episode's coming out probably later at the end of the week. So definitely just be on the lookout for that on YouTube. Dude, fucking subscribe to YouTube, dude. Hell, man, it takes 2 seconds. All you gotta do is press subscribe. If I was on the other end and you were like, hey man, can you help me out? Help a brother out. Can you fucking press subscribe, or can you press the like button? Talk about a graveyard is fucking Facebook, dude. I fucking hate Facebook. Such garbage on there, dude. It's just like these stupid fucking, like, these stupid groups they want me to, like, the algorithms, like, oh, you like professional wrestling, oh, go to this, and it's always the same shit. You see some fucking idiot on there being like, I wish Monday Night Raw was back on cable television, because apparently they don't have Netflix or something, which, dude, I don't know, cable television fucking sucks. You know, it sucked for a long fucking time, and it's just like, I don't know, dude, it's just like, I go on there and it's like, you know, back in the day when like social media first came out, you kind of think about it in a sense of like, you know, we're going to have these like poignant like conversations, you know, quote unquote debates or whatever, which are fucking nice, dude. You know, like I love having conversations with people, especially about certain things. And that's not what you get. And that's what you haven't gotten for a long time on Facebook. You know, every once in a while, somebody will pop off and you'll just see like, you know, 50 to 100 comments of like people just calling everybody a fucking Nazi and, you know, a bootlicker and all that shit. So it's like you go through it. It's kind of fun to watch and shit, you know. But nonetheless, though, dude, it's just like, that's all you get, dude. There's nothing like that, like, betters my life, you know, from Facebook. Like, Facebook is just, to me, it's like a fucking graveyard. So, I deleted that one off my phone a while back, dude. I cross-post on my Instagram, but like that's about it. Cause dude, I don't want to fucking go on there, dude. And then like you can click on a tab, like it'll be like, oh, this is all your friends. But then you go back there between like 2 to 3 days later, and it's like the same shit. And you know, it's just like, dude, I'll post shit on fucking Facebook. It'll get like nothing. Like nobody fucking likes it. But then like you go on Instagram and it's like, oh shit, 50 people like that post. Like that's fucking cool. You know, so it's like definitely my audience is on Instagram apparently. So, you know, it's like, it's all those fucking people out there that just like horror stuff, you know. And it's like, I don't know, dude. I was telling this one dude who definitely did not take my advice, because you go look at his page and he literally has done nothing with it. So it was a complete waste of his fucking time. But all I told him, dude, is like, it's easy to grow an Instagram page. Just like find your fucking niche, go to other fucking people's pages and just start, you know, adding friends from their followers. And then if you're doing something cool, dude, you know, if they like what you're doing, they'll fucking follow you back, dude. That's the way you build a fucking, you know, somewhat of a following on Instagram. Not saying I have a following, I definitely don't. It's like it's a, you know, it's a respectable 2,000. I think we're almost up to 3,000 on Instagram. We're almost up to 2,000 on YouTube. So, you know, hey, we're clawing out our way here on the internet, dude. We're trying our best, dude. So. Nonetheless, dude, I hate social media. And here I am fucking doing podcasts, like doing videos. Cause like, dude, I really think that this generation is fucking garbage in terms of what they consume, 100%, dude, because like, I just don't like that voice is just like, hey guys, I can't do fucking impressions. Hey guys, I got this one thing going on, and like, you guys are gonna watch me do this experiment, and then the kids are gonna come up and they're gonna fucking do this, and I'm gonna pay them money because I'm Mr. Beast. Oh, fuck Mr. Beast, dude. I don't fucking care. I'll fucking say it, dude. I don't fucking like that shit. I don't really have a problem with Mr. Beast. I don't know, dude. I just like, I don't watch it. You know, it's just like that dumb fucking voice that these teenagers fucking have. It's like they're not thinking. It's like monotone type shit, dude. It's like, where's your fucking like enthusiasm? Do these kids have like fucking enthusiasm, or they have like way too much enthusiasm? I don't know. I try to have a healthy amount of enthusiasm. Some people would say it's too much. Some people would say it's too much. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The podcast that no one listens to, episode 249. Late to the game, ladies and gentlemen. Solo episode here on February the 15th, 3:32 in the afternoon, Pacific Standard Time, I might add. It's pretty nice weather outside. It's probably up in the 50s. Our weather has been garbage this year in a sense of like, we have no snow. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do for the crops this year, dude. They're kind of fucked. These guys are kind of fucked. So, yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Do you want to talk about the weather? Do you guys want to talk about the weather? No, we don't want to talk about the fucking weather. You don't want to talk about that. You want to talk about some other shit, dude. We want to talk about social media. No, I don't know. I kind of derailed myself. That's it. That's one of those moments where I start second guessing myself. You caught it live, and I'm already 18 minutes into this fucking episode, so I'm just like, You get what you get at this point, dude. If you're still listening, you're a fucking trooper, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give you a fucking round of golf if you hit me up, dude. Let's go play some golf, dude. Like, yeah, it's almost fucking springtime, dude. Suck at golf. I can do all right. Like, I can't hit it that far, but I can get it to go pretty decently straight, dude. Like, we went to some, like, Top Golf thing here a couple months ago. It wasn't, like, Top Golf, but it was, like, these people just, like, made their shit into Top Golf, more or less, which is fucking cool, dude. You go get a couple... Dude, I got pretty fucking drunk, dude. I wasn't driving, obviously, but, like, I got pretty fucking lit up, dude. And we were just, like, hitting balls for, like, 3 hours, dude. And there was this other dude that was, like, getting drunk next to us, and he's all into it. You could tell he's a golfer. And he's just like, dude, do this, do that. And I did it. And I was like, he was like, I'm not against advice, dude. I never get like, you know, some people out there just be like, oh, motherfucker, fuck you. I'm the best motherfucking bitch. You know, like, no, dude. I try to stay humble in that sense and be like, dude, if you know how to do it better, like, it's not above me to take advice, dude. So anyway, this guy gave us some advice and I was like, I was hitting it a lot further that way. And I was like, and I'm not going to give away the secret, because I'm a competitive golfer, you know. If I do go out golfing with you, I totally expect to throw down a couple $100, dude. Like, come on, dude, let's fucking make it worth it. It's guaranteed you're gonna win, unless you're just as bad as me. I don't know, dude. It's a good time when you get out on the golf course. Last year I got to go I think I went like, I guess I only did like, I went out to the golf course out in Sela. So again, if you're not from Yakima, Washington, you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But look, just Google the Sela Golf Course, Washington State or whatever. You'll see what I'm talking about, dude. And it's pretty cool, dude. We were just fucking smoking some weed. I don't think no way I was drinking. I was drinking. Dude, every time I go golfing, dude, it's like, isn't that the fucking point? Just to go have a couple beers and just like swing the fucking ball and drive a golf cart around, dude. Like, I don't know. Some people would be like, let's fucking walk this shit. It's like, dude, fuck you, motherfucker. I ain't walking this shit. I have walked it and I will walk that shit. It's like, it's really good workout. But damn, dude, you're definitely letting people pass you, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, like, when you're playing golf, like, especially if you're just playing, like, a leisurely game and shit, dude. It's like, you know, of course, you're just going to let people that are a lot faster than you get ahead of you on the course. You're like, nah. Wait your fucking turn. Wait your fucking turn. So what else is going on? Yeah, dude, we're almost wrapped up on They Feed on Us. We got two more dates, you know, knock on wood, Lord willing. We only got 2 more days to film, and then we're wrapped on that shit, dude. So I'm pretty excited for that. I'm pretty excited for the completion of Brandon Allen Presents Enter the Darkness. I really think this is some work that we're fucking really proud of, ladies and gentlemen. I really think this is something that everybody needs to see, and everybody just needs to take the time to help us promote this shit, dude. Like, fucking post it up on your socials. I know we just talked about it. We're like, fuck social media, go outside, read a book under a fucking tree. No, when it comes to Enter the Darkness, you gotta fucking share it, okay? It's practically in the contract in the podcast. I was like, I'm only coming back if I get to promote In the Search of Darkness. And they're like, all right, you get it promoted, but we got to make everybody else promote it too, because we got to make it a success. And I'm like, well, that makes fucking sense. So you know, whatever, dude. You signed a contract when you started listening to this podcast. And now you're fucked. You're fucked into it. So, sorry, it's fucking vape hits. It makes you cough a little bit. But yeah, no, dude. So that, be on the lookout for that, dude. Outside of that, dude, yeah, we started the brand new the podcast in disguise, a complete retrospective for the Transformers cartoon series. G1, I guess some people call it. Again, like, I know I'm fucking stupid as shit when it comes to, you know, when it comes to like all the fucking names, which I've been very out there about that. I'm like, dude, I don't fucking know these guys' names. Like, I lean so much on Dallas during those episodes, you know, so I mean, he's able to come in, just like drop the knowledge and I could just ask questions and just get stupid high, you know. So the last episode that dropped is last Saturday, dude. So that was a pretty fun episode. So if you haven't checked that out, I highly suggest you definitely check it out. I mean, if you're a Transformers fan. If you're not a Transformers fan, you know, I guess, sure, you can listen too, but you got to be a Transformers fan to listen to it. So, you know, for all the robots in disguise out there, check that out every Saturday, dude. So we got a recording schedule all put together now. So we will have weekly episodes every single week, which, again, I know it's like, you're like, Kevin, that first episode just came out last week. You're well within the second week, like, you're on schedule. It's like, well, we recorded that first episode like a couple weeks before, and it's just, again, dude, like, this year was like the year of like, okay, I guess I'm gonna take on way more shit than I can handle. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. No, it's been pretty decent. Like, we have, like, again, with the video game Rental Chaos, that's another show that we gotta focus on. Bringing back the podcast that no one listens to, obviously that's something you gotta do weekly. You know, but again, that was like totally, again, just wanting to hang out with people, dude, because I'm fucking bored. I'm fucking bored, dude. So it's like, dude, 4 years. I've been gone for 4 fucking years, dude. Like, let's go. Let's just fucking sit down with some people and like catch up, reminisce, you know. So again, be on the lookout for brand new episodes every fucking week, dude. So, but yeah, bring that in. Then you bring the Transformers shit in. We started Drago, a Howling retrospective, which we started that like last September or some shit. I don't even know when that first episode dropped. It's been a minute. It's definitely been a minute. I definitely in 2025. But I mean, like, yeah, it's like 5 or 6 shows or some shit right there, dude. And then, like, yeah, add on also they feed on us that we're doing. So it's but at the same time, like, I'm able to, like, handle it a little bit differently than I may have been doing it 4 years ago or something. Because, like, 4 years ago, like I talked about at the top of the episode, I was definitely of the mindset of, like, it has to be out on this day at this time. So it's like, I don't know, dude, less is more. So it's like 1 week, okay, we're working on this. And then the next week, okay, we're working on this. Okay, we got Friday the 13th coming up next month. So we just got to make sure that episode's out by that date. And, like, and, like, really, like, just trying to, like, come up, like, I'm writing these scripts, like, every single day, dude. Like, well, like, not every single day, but, like, every time I watch a movie, I'm like, okay, this could be a future episode. So I'll just write the script so it's there, so that way we can fucking, okay, so we're going to do 2 weeks of video rental chaos. So boom, we're going to shoot double in a day. And then those sit there for a couple weeks, and then you get to them, and then, like, again, you just take on one project at a time. And it's not that hard. It's really not that fucking hard. That's why, like, I don't know, people out there, you try to do your stuff, which, kudos to anybody that gives a shit and wants to give it a shot. I get it, dude, because it's not fucking easy in the sense of, like it is easy, though. I don't know, because, like, again, it's work. You do have to set up a microphone. You do have to plug it in. You do have to test your fucking audio levels. You got to fucking edit the episode. You got to put together a cover art. You got to upload the episode. You got to write the description. You got to do all the call tags. You got to do all this stupid little shit, that goes into, like, each episode that you guys see on the internet, which, again, like, if you're doing it because you love it, and this is, like, actually something you've always wanted to do, whether it even just be on this level, like, that's fun then to me, it's a commitment of love. And that's what it's been for me for fucking 20 years, dude. So 20 years of experience on that, which, dude, again, like, I'm not tooting my own fucking horn, but toot motherfucker. Like, our editing is fucking damn good, dude. Brandon Allen is a damn good editor. I'm a damn good editor, so, like, we've been doing this shit forever, dude. So it's like, like, people go out there and they'll spend maybe, like, 3 months, and, you tell them, you're just like, hey, man, it's all about just being consistent and finding something that you want to do. Like, find things that you want to do. And, people try it and they give the fuck up because they can't fucking take it. So, to those people, I get it. It's not for everybody. So maybe one day you'll learn to have commitment to your projects and to your art, and actually think of it as art, and want to complete your art, and actually want to just, because, again, it's not about fucking people seeing it. It's literally about yourself. It's like, it's a very selfish thing in a sense of, like, when you think of your art, it's like, dude, I'm not doing this for anybody else. I'm doing this because I fucking love it, dude. It's because I was a kid in elementary school, just like, oh man, it'd be so cool to get in front of a crowd of people and shit. Well, here we fucking are, ladies and gentlemen. So, I mean, I straight up have a DARE award for an essay I wrote back in 1997, dude. And, dude, getting up in front of the crowd to fucking read that shit was, like, the biggest thrill. It's like, oh my gosh, like, this is so cool. Like, the 7th grade, I'm like, dude, so all my friends, back then, like, I was like, dude, let's try out for the talent show. Because I saw, like, this one dude's band play, like, one year, and I was like, dude, it's so cool. Because, like, I was always into music when I was little, and I always wanted to be in a band, and that's what I always wanted to do. So I'd fucking, like, none of us knew how to play instruments or anything, so we're like, okay, let's lip sync then. We'll do a lip sync, and we did Korn's Blind, and, like, we never had a rehearsal. We never got together. Like, we went to the audition, and 3 of us showed up. It just fucking sucked, and, like, I was the singer. And it sucked really bad. It was even worse is that, like, I wrote for the school newspaper at the time, and I wrote an article, be like, be on the lookout for the talent show for a band singing, Korn's Blind or whatever. And it's like, dude, that's so fucking lame, dude. That tells you just, like, where my mind's been since, fucking the 5th grade, 7th grade. Well, that was in 8th grade. And then, yeah, dude, just, like, anytime we can get our hands on a camcorder and just doing something goofy or something, dude. And then finally, in high school, it's like, oh shit, I could take a video production class. Like, yeah, I want to learn how to edit. I want to do all this shit. And then we came up with our own TV show. 20 years later, we did a 20th anniversary for that show, So it's like, it doesn't matter, like, if people fucking watch it, dude. It really doesn't at the end of the day. It's like, if you know that you put your time and effort and you made the best thing that you fucking could at that moment in your life, like, that's all that fucking matters, in my opinion, dude. And, here we are doing the labor of love here on the podcast that no one listens to. So, yeah, I think that's probably it, dude. We did 28 minutes. That's fucking good. 30 minutes. We made 30 minutes on this shit, so I don't know, dude. It's like I said, dude, Sunday night, Sunday evening, I got some chicken marinating with some teriyaki sauce. Gonna get some fucking pineapple on that shit. We're gonna throw that shit on the barbecue. Gonna eat good, have a positive attitude, and go into Monday. Oh, shit, it's fucking Monday tomorrow. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Kevin Porter. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Channel 23. This podcast is brought to you by Channel 23 Productions.